we finally get to talk about a win again. Bengals get a 17-7 win in New Jersey, not New York, New Jersey. And then the season it's still alive. We're still in it. We're going to talk about that next. And pretty much just that coming up on Cincy Unfiltered.
Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beers getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beers getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Cincy Unfiltered show. If you cannot see what's behind me, I am currently traveling, so please excuse the hotel background. But Drew's right. We get to talk about a win today, and I'm pumped, man. How we doing tonight, Drew?
Good. Feels much better after a win. Much, much, much better after a win. So, yeah, man, we've got a win to discuss. Stats, numbers, video clips, all that stuff. And it's all brought to you by this delicious, cold, crisp, refreshing garage beer. I know you're traveling. You don't have it. I might just have to drink another one for you. We're regular this week, not lime.
Yep.
Decided to switch it up a little bit. All right. So I want to shout out the new members in the chat. Now, they were in here on the chat before the show went live, and apparently all of those comments go away as soon as we go live. So Cam Webb became a new member. Shout out. My wife became a new member. Shout out. She's in the chat right now demanding emojis. If you're a member, it's $4.99 a month. What that's going to get you is custom emojis. You'll get a little badge next to your name in the chat. And then when we do our game preview show later in the week, you will be able to watch that live. Now, non-members, you'll still be able to see it the next day on YouTube just as normal, but we are going to get exclusive access to the YouTube members that can watch that show as we record it. She wants more emojis. I put in as many emojis as they would let me. We don't know what the hell we're doing. We're just clicking buttons and things are happening. So if there's issues with it, we'll try to get it figured out. We are morons, though. We don't know what we're doing. So I know Cam's a member, Dev's a member, my wife's a member. We had Devin Ruck sign up. I don't know if he's in here yet. We had Ben Schramm sign up. Love Ben to death. So we've got some members rolling in. We appreciate that. You know, it'll help us put a little bit of money back into the show, maybe make it better, maybe take some educational courses to become smarter human beings because we're dumb. But it will get you those perks. We may do some other members only stuff going down the line. But as of right now, watch the game preview show live. We'll let you know in the Discord when that's going to be. So go ahead and join the Discord if you haven't. We'll post a link on our Twitter. People asking how to sign up. It is very hard to do from your phone. I have found out. I found out that you need to log into YouTube on like your web browser and go to desktop mode and then do it that way. They make it tough. It's very hard from the app. That's a YouTube thing. Don't know why they have it set up that way, but that's what we're working with. So we appreciate all of you. We invite you to come in if you want. And if you don't feel like spending your money on us, we completely and totally understand that too, because let's face it, we're a couple morons with microphones, but it's an option for you guys. Nick Font is a member. Nick Font, is a member. So I can see it in the chat who the members are. So everybody's a new member at this point because we just launched it. So shout out to all of you guys. So there's enough of our little elevator membership pitch. Do it. Don't do it. Doesn't matter. We're just glad that you're here with us however you are. Ron, the Bengals went into New Jersey. I'm throwing them all together because it throws me off. They're the New York Giants. They play in Jersey. Doesn't matter. They go in there. Ugly football game, but they came away with a win. What's your main thought about that game? If I said, tell me one thought about that football game, what is it?
One thought. Okay, well, I have a lot, but 17-7, a win is a win. That's the thought. The tried and true meme, a win is a win. Yes, was it ugly? Oh my God. Yeah. For some reason, we love to play to the level of our competition. You go out of Baltimore, you put up 40 points, 38 semantics. Got it, guys. But then you play a lackluster Giants team, and you squeak by and you get the win. But I mean, it was rough. It was kind of rough, man. I don't know. The defense, I thought, kind of showed up, right? The defense played well. The offense just couldn't punch it in. So, I mean, that's kind of my thoughts there.
They really couldn't get him out of that shell coverage, that shell too high safety, because they didn't really run the ball effectively. But that was the best defensive front the Bengals have faced all year. That was the best defensive line that they've faced all year. I just accidentally almost called Bengal Jim, and I don't know why.
Call him. Love Bengal.
I love Jim, but I almost called him on accident somehow. So yeah, man, it was the best defensive line that they've played so far this year, and they got another good one coming up. We'll get into that on the preview show later this week. But Dexter Lawrence, animal. Brian Burns, animal. Ojulari had his handprints all over that game, even with Kayvon Thibodeau out. So stunts, twists were really eating the Bengals up. I hope Jim Schwartz isn't seeing that, but they still struggle to pick up stunts and twists. It was kind of rough on that end. Burrow got hit a lot. Text from Dad Alert. He said he needs my hat and jersey. He may be watching the wrong episode. I'm not wearing a jersey.
That would be hilarious if you were watching last week's episode.
Sometimes they've done that before. My dad and my stepmom have clicked on the wrong episode. But if you want this hat, Dad, I'll buy you one of these hats because it's from Cincy Hat. Great cause. Cool hats. Helps people. I'll get you one. That's a good one too. Yeah, just the old construction site, Brian.
What do you think? I mean, it seemed like Burrow was on his ass a lot. Not seemed like, I mean, he was, right. There was one hit in the game where I swear I was like, if he's not concussed, I don't know what the hell's happening. But that's really what it was. They they're missing Thibodeau, Kayvon type. And they figure out with these other guys, Ojulari, obviously Lawrence in the middle, they figure out these stunts and these twists, and they kind of eat our offensive line alive a little bit. It seemed like we couldn't adjust. And again, guys, we won. We're not going to talk shit the whole show. And it kept coming. It was just one after another. It felt like get back there, at least, if not sacking, pressuring Burrow. Thankfully, Joe's a tough son of a bitch, and he can take care of his own, get the ball out, run, sneaky athletic. They like to call us white guys. Get in there, and he was able to make it happen, dude. It's good to win. That's what I'll say. It's good to win.
Yeah, it is. And we'll get through the game a little bit more. We can go through some of the highlights here. Let's start off with that Joe Burrow touchdown run. 47 yards now. There is going to be no audio on this because we don't want to get sued or taken down from YouTube. But we can talk through the play ourselves. Burrow's going to drop back, see its man coverage, get up out of there. I'm gone. You can't catch me. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, shit. There is way more space here than I thought. Oh, shit. 27. Got it. No, in your fucking mouth. Right into the end zone. Touchdown. I lost my mind. Neighbors probably woke up. Very, very, very fun way to start the game. Thought that was going to be an offensive explosion.
Yeah.
Right? Thought like, okay, yeah, we're scoring 35 tonight. Easy. Obviously that didn't happen, but I love to see Burrow do that, obviously because he scored a touchdown. Secondly, because I made a tweet about it with a video clip about premature ejaculation. 5 million views, 95,000 likes. Your boy's going viral with that one. It's a thing. But it was just, you love to see Joe Burrow confident, right? Like he's not scared of getting hit. He wasn't scared to dive forward with the wrist out. Like he's playing ball and he's comfortable and he's not afraid to get hit. And it's just, that's the number 9 that we got to have if we're going to go on the kind of run that we need to go on.
I mean, a 47-yard run is crazy. I mean, like a running back ripping off 20 yards and you're like, hell yeah. But for your pass first quarterback to take off for 47 yards and punch it in, it's unbelievable way to start the game. And like you said, I thought we were gonna like absolutely go off. Didn't. But it's just another example of Joe Burrow being Joe Burrow and putting the team on his back when they need it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't remember who broke it down. I want to say Orlovsky, but it wasn't like a design run, right? But
no,
the safety shifts, and you can see how quickly Joe drops back. As soon as his back foot is planted, he makes the decision to go. Like, so he's
I'm up out of there.
so good. He read the field. He realized that the safety shifted over, and he saw the wide open spaces, and he took off, baby, and he gets the
Shout out Dixie Chicks.
Yeah. I love it, dude.
And that's one of the things, like when you're watching this, it's like, okay, boom, 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 gone, I'm out. See ya. Fuck you. I'm gone. Like it's so quick. He processed that so fast. And he said that. He said as soon as I hit my back foot, I saw that was gone. I knew I had to go now. Because if he does that, Zack Taylor said it in the presser. If he does that half a second later, he gets hit. He gets caught. He may not even get the first down. Yeah. So it's heady, smart. I see the field better than anybody else out here. I know exactly what's about to happen. As soon as I hit the back foot of my drop, I'm gone. And I'm just thinking, get the first down, slide, please don't get hit. Just get down. And then he just kept going. I'm like, oh shit, dude, he's 15 yards downfield before that safety even knows what the hell's going on. And just sneaky fast. He put that on Twitter one time. He said, some may call me sneaky fast. And he was. So that was awesome, man. And then you go on the next drive, and you're like, oh, shit, our defense is going to do it again. They go straight down the field on us. Well, was that the next drive? I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know if it was the next drive or not. Either way, they get down inside the Bengals red zone, and then the defense does what we've been missing from the defense so far this year is they let them get down there. They bent, but they didn't break type thing. And then you're going to see number 92 against his old team, BJ Hill come in, Danny Dimes dropping back. Let me put a hit on you. Ball hangs in the air, playoff P underneath that joint. Jermaine Pratt picks it off, and then he's going to return it out to about the 20, I don't know, some yard line. It doesn't matter. Not very good at math. So, and then you're like, okay, that's what we saw out of the Bengals defense last year when they were fighting for a playoff spot at the end of the year. That's what we saw from them in 21 and 22 when they went on deep playoff runs, is like teams would get into the red zone. They're going to let you down there. They're going to give up the yards, but they find that steel in their spine and they straighten out in the red zone and force you to kick a field goal or force a turnover. So it's like, okay, this is what we need now. And I think that this defense is going to be better going forward because there's bodies for a rotation now. You get McKinley Jackson back. You get B.J. Hill back. You get Sheldon Rankins back. You get Joseph Osai in there behind Trey Hendrickson. You get, Sam Hubbard looks like he's kind of getting back into form here. And is that because of the rotation or is his ankle just getting better? I don't know. But it just seems like the defensive line's finding a little bit more success now because they actually have bodies they can rotate in and out, and guys can get a breather every now and then.
Yeah, absolutely. Big thing of note, and it got national attention. BJ Hill, dog coming back and just lighting it up for us. Whether it's getting in there, clogging up the holes, or getting in the backfield. Awesome to see him back. And you're right, dude. Maybe all we needed was our rotation. We just needed our guys back. And maybe this defense can gel and come back together and play the ball we know they can play. I don't know if you saw in that clip, though. Did you see your boy Logan Wilson throw a block?
Oh, yeah. Logan Wilson ain't afraid to get that. That's a Wyoming Cowboy, baby. He ain't afraid of a little contact.
Yeah, he threw that block. No, but that play was beautiful from start to finish, right? The pressure. Daniel Jones decides to just throw it up. I don't know what he saw. I'm not sure how it happened or what his thought process was. And our linebacker there, Pratt, had the wherewithal to stand there and catch the ball and return it for a bit. So I love it. I absolutely love the defense hitting a little bit of a stride here because if they didn't and the Giants decided to have a 20-plus point game, we lose.
Shout out K Breezy, new YouTube member.
Hey,
we love you, K Breezy. You've been down to support us forever. I support K Breezy in any and all endeavors and any time that he needs the boys. We will be there. He's been there for us since we started this show. Shout out to you for becoming a member. We appreciate you giving us your $5. You'll get access to the game preview shows live, and then everybody else, like I said, you'll be able to see it the next day on our YouTube page. Yeah, man, it's a text from Dad comes through again. He did mean my jacket, by the way. This jacket belonged to a man who is now dead. Don't know where it came from. Had a buddy, had his father-in-law die. Never met the man. He just dropped me off bags and bags of Bengal shit, jackets, jerseys. Rest in peace to that guy. Moment of silence. Moment has passed. So shout out to him. Dad also says, good to see the defense at good strength. That makes all the difference. And it absolutely does, because I said on our preview show last week that we are counting on the offense to go off every week to bail out the defense. And it looks like we got the inverse of that last night or the other night, because the defense bailed the offense out, give up 7 points, get the turnover, get a couple sacks. It's been awesome to see, and I hope that continues. Hopefully that's a game that they build off of. Like we talked about on the preview show, the players only meeting, maybe it was time somebody just said, I got to whip my nuts out. And a big part of whipping your nuts out is making plays on fourth down. The Giants didn't respect the Bengals offense all night, and they just kept going for it on fourth down. They got a couple, but we came up with a couple of key stops on that as well. So offense sputters, defense bails them out. But I got to show this clip because this is just the beauty of Ja'Marr Chase.
Yeah.
We're in a tight spot. Burrow's scrambling. He was running for his life all night. And it's just nice to have a guy that you can just do this with. This is double coverage. You can't see the safety on the screen. There's a safety over top two. Scramble drill. He's just going to find a way to get open. Burrow's going to let that thing float. And then bam, drive stays alive. That is just 100% effort, chemistry, Joe Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase. And that's why the top of the screen, it just said pay Ja'Marr Chase, because we need to pay that man. Plays like that are what keeps you in games like this where your offense can't get anything going. It's just a fuck it, Jamar's down there somewhere type of ball. And I wanted to watch it, so I put it on the screen.
No, it's a great play. I mean, Ja'Marr gets in there, gets handsy a little bit, gets off of the DB, and the chemistry is exactly what it is. I mean, Joe knows where Ja'Marr is going to be and can honestly just put the ball wherever the hell he wants. I mean, that throw was absolutely beautiful. And Ja'Marr hanging in there and keeping the ball in his hands while the DB was right on his back. Just unbelievable, dude. And you're right. That kind of shit keeps you alive, man. Man, nothing's working. I'm just going to go to my guy. And it worked.
Yeah, absolutely. Get to some comments here. We've got comments coming in hot and heavy. Kate Breezy said there's a BJ Hill revenge tour. Asador says BJ Hill and Lou had some unfinished business. Former team for BJ, hometown for Lou, and Lou was a Giants defensive backs coach before coming to Cincinnati to be the defensive coordinator. And they were, man, they were in their bag. They did exactly what we had to do. Alex Gatto, good comment. McKinley Jackson, there's some cut-ups of him on Twitter. I probably should have saved those and put on the show, but I didn't. He was getting some pressure. Liked what we saw out of McKinley Jackson on Sunday night. Very, very welcome addition to the middle of that defense. Taylor Stout, Mike Hilton, 21 Savage, always a spark. He had a big pass breakup to stop a drive for the Giants. Very, very good to have him back. Nick Jenkins was flashing. So you're starting to see the signs of a good defensive line. Not going to be great, not going to be the Giants, maybe not going to be the Browns, but it's going to be a good defensive line if these flashes keep coming up. The old Billy Price for BJ Hill trade was an absolute steal. BJ deflected that pass. Pratt caught the tip.
Pause. We need one more guy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Even if that guy's on the roster for the defensive line, we need one more guy to just step up and be a star. Maybe he's not on the roster right now, right? I hope it's somebody like Chris Jenkins, right? That would be great, but if we have one more guy that can get back there and rush the passer, it'll just be an unbelievable defensive line, I think.
Absolutely. And there was a good spin move from Sheldon Rankins. Welcome back, Sheldon Rankins. He was getting some pressure. Did that spin move? He had that guard just in a phone booth, dude. He had nowhere to go. Got some pressure, Giants deep in their own territory. So you're starting to see it, right? Dev, we're going to get into the DJ Turner fourth down play in a minute. Shout out Chris Ingram, became a YouTube member. We appreciate you joining the OGs, as we call them. So shout out to Chris. Gave us a hooday. King Harambe, I'm going to suck this garage beer dry. Hey, I'm going to do the same thing, King Harambe. Some emojis popping off in the chat. You do get custom emojis if you're a member. They don't show on the StreamYard screen. That's a StreamYard problem, not your problem. So, but we'd like to see those. Another comment from King Harambe that I'm not going to put on the screen, but you can handle that.
The chat's actually going nuts tonight. This is
chat's going crazy.
It's tough to keep up with. I love you guys interacting. Absolutely. Electric content for us as we try to hold it together here, because some of your comments are absolutely ridiculous. So
you're growing your winter coat and I picked the wrong time to shave my head. You know what, man? I had to make an executive decision. But yeah, so love the chat, love the new members, love the old members, love everybody that's still here without being a member, because everybody matters. We're just giving you a couple little different options. So as Dev was saying, though, as the game progresses, the game is almost it's still very much in limbo. It's 10-7 at this point. The Giants are going for another 4th down conversion, and this one it could get dicey if you don't get this. Now, DJ Turner, Michigan man, I wore the DJ Turner jersey on Sunday night. Got called for a defensive pass interference in the end zone that put the Giants on the 1-yard line. They would go on to score. Personally, I think it was a bad call because I think the receiver initiated the contact first. But second-year guy, DJ Turner is a young dude. If he just turns his head on that play and looks like he's looking for the ball, he probably doesn't get flagged. But he never got his head around. And Bengals Twitter did what Bengals Twitter does, because they can't get over the fact that he went to fucking Michigan, and it seems like some Bengals fans want DJ Turner to be bad because he went to Michigan, which is dumb because that hurts the Bengals. But he didn't get rattled. He didn't freak out. He kept playing his game, and then he comes up with what may be the defensive play of the season so far on a 4th and 3 late in the game. Crosser over the middle. I got it. Boom. Play it perfect. No interference, no early contact, just a great play on the ball. Bengals get the ball back. They're able to go on to finish out the game. Phenomenal play from DJ Turner. I know the PI flag. I don't really agree with it. If he turns his head, it's not a flag, but it is a flag, so okay. But I was impressed out of what I saw from him, because he's going to be playing the primary boundary receiver opposite of Cam Taylor-Britt the rest of the way with Dax Hill out. So any thoughts on you from DJ? I feel like I'm talking too much.
No, you're fine. We're good back and forth. Yeah, I thought he played well. Flag sucked. It is what it is. You're going to get flagged. I have penalty PTSD at this point. I thought for sure when he broke that ball up, there was going to be a flag. Just because, the DB touched the receiver or got too close to him or hurt his feelings or something. But that breakup there was beautiful. And it's exactly what we need out of our young guys, dude. Come in, make plays, get your name out there, continue to make plays, and win football games.
King Harambe asked if I painted hairlines on. No, I just have a gorgeous, nice, real hairline. The good Lord blessed me with a great hairline and a good barber. Shout out to People's Barber. So no, I did not paint hairlines on. Juan Drago Unchained, K Breezy says. That's right. Click the wrong comment. Whoops. Juan Drago Unchained. We love that. DJ Turner balled out. Jordan Battle was making plays too. He's finally getting some more snaps. Maybe not as many snaps as he should with how the Von Bell reunion's been going, but he was making plays and he wasn't missing tackles.
Sure. Yeah. If you can tackle, I want you out there, man. For a while there, we were missing tackles left and right, and it was just absolutely infuriating. Yeah, but like I said, dude, these young guys just make plays, dude. That's how you get on the field. Just make plays, and then when I see them do it, it's awesome.
If you guys were Mike Brown, would you pick up the 5th-year option on Dax? That is a tough conversation to have because he was playing well at corner. I think he transitioned very well, but a 5th-year option is pretty expensive, and it's going to be. I don't know how that works because you get drafted as a safety. He signed a contract as a safety. Is it the 5th-year option at the safety number or the 5th-year option at the corner number now that he changed positions? I'm guessing it would be safety, right?
That's a Joe Goodberry question, to be honest.
That's a computer brain Goodberry question.
I don't
have to get back on that, but that's a tough call, man. I mean, he was playing well.
I don't know if you pick it up. An ACL's tough. I mean, yeah, he's playing well. Has he played well enough? I don't know that I'm mentally ready to discuss it yet. We're not talking about, Jesse Bates walking or anything, right? It's not that big, but like to me, it's a tough call because the 5th-year option is expensive. You let him play and then try to work something out later. Who knows? And I hate to say it, but I don't know if they, because they don't like spending their money.
I think that a good thing to watch for that this year is how DJ Turner does.
Sure.
If DJ Turner fixes, the penalty issue that he ran into Sunday night and plays as good as it looks like he can play, they may not, because they may say we got Cam Taylor-Britt that we're going to pay, and we got DJ Turner still on a rookie deal. They may just go ahead and let Dax walk. Now it depends on, do they think that he can be a slot replacement for Hilton?
Sure.
Maybe they do pick it up, but I'd have to see the number on it. I guess I would say I won't pretend to know what the number on that 5th-year option would be. So I think I would have to see that too to make that decision.
Here's what I think they're going to do. I don't think they're going to do it. And I think that they're just going to draft another guy. We take DBs high. I think that's how it work out. We'll see. I like Dax Hill. I hope he heals up and can come back and play lights out. But I just feel like that's what's going to happen.
And I think he goes into it without the option, and maybe he comes back, bounces back, plays well, then they get something worked out. But I would, if I had to make a call right now, I would say that they don't pick up the option. And he said he's not picking it up. It's expensive for a guy coming off the ACL. King Arambe says yes to Dax and the safety question, so I think he would get the 5th-year option as a safety. So okay. So moving along, after the great pass breakup by DJ Turner, the Bengals get the ball back. I immediately tweet, "Don't be a pussy, go win it." And then we get 2 straight runs from the offense. Bengals Twitter's fuming. Phones are getting hot. Hot takes are getting ready to be tweeted out.
But wait.
But thank you to Joe Burrow and Andre Yoshevach for bailing out Zack Taylor from all the vitriol that would have come from Bengals Twitter, because after those 2 runs go for -2 yards combined, this happens on 3rd and 12. Drop back. Okay, 3rd and 12. Oh, shit. These guys are coming at me. What am I going to do? I'm going to float it out here. Yoshi on the sideline, dude. He doesn't make a ton of catches, but he makes big catches, and he's fired up. He's jacked, and that is why that drive was able to continue, ultimately finishing out the game, because Zack Taylor almost fucked it up again. Stop taking the ball out of your $275 million quarterback's hand. Let him go win you a football game like he just did. But he gets away with it. Doesn't happen. We don't have to worry about the Zack Taylor argument this week, because Burrow and Yoshevach went off script and quite literally bailed him out. And Yoshevach on the sidelines is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, when you watch that play, Joe rolls out left, and who's in his face other than Ojulari? I might be saying the wrong.
They were both there.
Yeah, but
we can pull it back up. That's the beauty of technology.
Here we go.
So he's rolling out. Here comes Brian Burns, massive fucking human. I gotta get this ball off. Boom. There's my guy on the sidelines. Princeton grad, super smart, savvy, good with the feet on the sidelines. So yeah, that's Brian Burns, who's a massive human who was wrecking that game at points in time, and he just floated it out to old reliable number 80. Dad says my hair looks good. He got his haircut. Pop's looking good. Sends the old selfie. Looking good, old man. So yeah, man, we were very, very close to a potential punt and potential just complete and utter fucking meltdown from Bengals Twitter.
Yeah. Because if he doesn't roll out there with the pressure in his face and get that ball out, I don't know if we win. I like to think the defense would have held true, but like, fool me once, fool me twice. You know what I mean? It's happened.
Look at how this season's going.
Yeah, I mean, and we would have been sitting at 1 and would have been 1 and 5 at that point, right? Again,
God.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds so ugly. Not that 4 sounds any better, but
sounds a lot better than 1 and 5.
Sure does. Cleveland, suck it. But if we're sitting at 1 and 5, I might have been all she wrote, but we're not. We're not, folks. All right,
still alive, baby.
We're gonna ride this train. And we're going to win out. That's what we're going to do.
So the drive continues. We get down within 30 yards of the goal line, and then second-year man out of Illinois, undisputed running back one,
Yeah.
if we're being completely honest. Chase Brown takes it home. Boom, cut. Oh, through there. Oh, I'm gone. And everybody's screaming, he should have gone down. I understand that because you pick up the first down, you can go down, you can run the clock out. It kind of extended the game because they could have got the field goal, then an onside kick, and all that, blah, blah, blah. Man, what are you going to tell a guy when he breaks through the hole? He breaks through the second level of defense, and there's nothing between him and the blue end zone but some green grass. Like, the guy, take the points.
Yep.
And I get it, because then you got to put your defense back out on the field. You're risking maybe an injury to a defensive player because New York's going to be taking shots down the field and trying to get back in it. I get it. But, like, it's a second-year running back. It's his first year really getting any kind of a real opportunity coming out of the backfield. He breaks through the defensive line. He gets through the second level, and there's nothing between him and the end zone but grass. Like, what are you going to tell the kid? Like, he's a young guy. Maybe, a guy that's been in the league a little bit longer, goes down at the one and they kneel it out. I get it. But, like,
no. How
are you going to argue with putting 7 points on the board?
Go get the points. And like you said, at this point, for me, Chase should be getting the majority of the carries. I understand the utilitarian use of Moss back there. Don't get it twisted. Moss can make plays. Moss can pass block. He can do all those things. But week after week, we watch number 30 go out there and find the hole or get outside and take the ball for 10, 15. I don't know how many yards that run was, 30 plus. I mean, it's just
30-yard run.
30-yard run. If especially between the friggin' tackles, like, are you joking me? To squeeze through there and then take it to the house. Oh my God, dude. Twitter, social media, whatever you want to call it, everybody's pounding the table for him to be running back one. We're going to continue to do the by committee thing. And I think it's in the best interest that we do that. But I think if you're calling a play where you want the running back to get out there and get yards, give it to Brown 100% out of 100 out of 100 times. Absolutely.
I think Zach Moss might have cooked himself with that fumble on Sunday night, because from then on, it was a heavier dose of Chase Brown. I think last Sunday may have done something to that. And I think we might see that rotation go a little bit more in favor of Chase Brown now. And we've been screaming for that all season. We were at the Ravens game in the stands looking at each other like,
yeah. And
RB1.
Don't take what I'm saying as like 50-50 split. I want the ball in Brown's hands more often than not. But there's a utilitarian purpose for Zach Moss back there to pass block and do these other things. Use him for that, I think, right? But if we want yards, if we want to go score, if we want to make the defense respect our running game, Chase Brown every play.
Utilitarian? You've been reading a fucking thesaurus or something? Coming here with all these big words. I don't know what they mean, so I'm going to take them as disrespect.
Yeah.
That's a 40-year-old virgin reference if you haven't seen the movie. But no, I get what you're saying. I think Zach Moss is your Samaje Perine.
Yeah, exactly.
And Chase Brown is your Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
I think there's more comments going through here. Johnny Paps is here. Do the Bengals go trade for someone? Calais Campbell seems to be a perfect fit. I would like to see them trade for somebody. I don't think that they will. Just knowing how this team operates, don't see it. Would like them to, but I don't see it. Ben's finally here. Member Ben. Shout out Ben for being a member. He's a little bit late, he said, but that's okay. Asador says, we win this Sunday. The Browns need to put the fries in the bag. We will have a preview show coming up for you guys. Breezy with a good point on Chase Brown. Let the man get his primetime tutty. Second year guy. Yeah. First year really getting the ball in his hands. Let him get his primetime tutty. Let him get his shine. Let him jump up in the crowd and flex his muscles. Shout out to Eric All. Ben will love that. Iowa guy. Michigan man also. Chase Brown had a little trouble getting up in the crowd. Here comes Eric Hall. Do it all teammate. I'm going to push you up in there. Have your moment. Get the shine on. Get your shine on. Shout out Big Timers, if you guys know that song.
No, I'll take the points and trusting the defense 10 out of 10 times over kneeling and trying to do all this other soft crap.
Yeah. Isn't Calais Campbell 67 years? He is old, but he could be a good fit if he's trying to go make a run for a team and really get back to the shot.
Lot of comments in there clamoring for Max Crosby. Dude, believe me, if they did that, I would post the most insane, loudest, speaker-breaking video that's ever been posted to Twitter. I just don't see it happening. Yes, the Bengals do spend their money, but they spend it on the guys that are here that are superstars. I don't see them going and making waves. I just don't. If they do, I'll gladly be wrong here, but I don't see them doing it.
The cap situation, and I see a comment from End Times that they can't take the cap hit. Do you know the Browns are in cap hell and they're still making moves? Bengals haven't paid anybody except Burrow. Well, the Browns made a move trading away Amari Cooper, so that loses some salary, but they had paid most of that out already. Yeah. But the Bengals do have a decent amount of cap space, but you got to look at what they're working with. I don't think that they're giving up on re-signing T. Higgins.
Oh,
I don't think that it's going to happen. They know that there's a pool of money that has Jamar Chase's name on it. For whatever reason, they didn't give it to him before the season. They should have. They're going to pay him. So they're going to account so much money for Jamar Chase, put it to the side. It doesn't exist. It's going to number one. But they have a lot of cap flexibility going forward. They do. But I just don't think that they're interested. The Browns are in cap hell because I think that they're finally starting to realize that, like, Deshaun Watson stinks at football.
Creep.
But there's nothing we can do because of this he's not tradable. So, like, you can get in those situations. I'm all in. I'm all for going all in. Fuck those draft picks. Convert money to signing bonuses. Restructure deals. Get the best players you can get on this roster right now, and let's go win a Super Bowl. I completely get that mindset. But I think people just have to understand the Bengals don't. The Bengals front office does not operate that way. If you're going to tell me that they're going to go spend a first-round pick on Max Crosby and restructure his deal somehow and front-load it or whatever it's got to do, sign me up.
Yeah.
Sign me up. But if you're looking for a guy covered in tattoos that's maybe a little bit chunkier, there's a better shot of me ending up on the Bengals roster this year than there is Max Crosby. That's just the reality of the situation. And I'm not saying that to be a hater or be a downer. It's just because you have to look at it from how the Bengals operate.
Crosby's hit this year is like, what, 30 million or something like that?
It's big.
Yeah,
After that, it's good. After that, it's manageable. But this year, it's a lot of salary to take on.
Yeah, I don't know if he restructures. I do want to go back to a point, though, that you think they're still working on T. Higgins?
I don't think it's going to happen, but I think that the organization still has some amount of faith that they can get it done. But I don't think that they'll give him the guaranteed money he wants while giving Chase the guaranteed money he wants. But I think that they're probably operating with somewhat of a thought process of keeping money aside for Higgins too. But I don't think it ultimately ends up happening because I don't think they bridge the gap on the guarantees.
Okay, that's interesting because in my mind, I love T. Higgins. He's play good this year because I think he's gone. But
$23.5 million cap hit this year.
Yeah,
that's big. They did trade Palmer to the deadline to the Raiders, but they traded Palmer to the Raiders for picks. Mm-hmm. They got picks that turned into Giovanni Bernard and Drake Kirkpatrick, but they didn't bring any salary back in that trade. They just shed salary that went to the Raiders. They didn't take on any incoming money in that deal.
Yeah.
Turn the heat on. Drew's wearing a damn winter coat inside. I'm actually sweating my balls off wearing this because I also have a thermal shirt on under this. Didn't really think it through.
Yeah, poor decision making.
Make the Raiders pay the cap hit. I don't know how inclined they would be to do that. We're going to give away a really, really good player, and we got to eat some of the salary. The Bengals are going to have to probably give up way more draft capital for something like that to happen than they would ever dream of.
I've seen scenarios where it's T. Higgins and picks involved and stuff, and I don't know how it would happen, but it'd be a hell of an addition to the team. Not that I want to lose Higgins, but
Carl Richardson with the smart guy number, Sport Track numbers on Max Crosby if it happens. New team would acquire in 2024 $16.8 million, $16 million of that guaranteed. 2025 $23.1 million non-guaranteed. They didn't want to pay Trey Hendrickson that. 2026, $19.7 million non-guaranteed. Raiders dead cap 2024 would be $13.6 million. 2025, $10.2 million. Smart guy number. Shout out to Carl for bringing a little bit of education and class to this show.
I would have seen that comment and said, "I'm not reading that. Congratulations or condolences." I can't do that many numbers. I've got 10 fingers and 10 toes, and that's about as high as I can count. But thanks, man. Appreciate you bringing that to the comments. That's good stuff.
Hey, she knows. She knows. I control the thermostat in this house. Man of the house. Nobody touches my thermostat. She said, I know my place. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm going to screenshot that later. I'm going to frame that.
Yeah, you really should, actually. That'd be a good one. Put it right over the bed.
Chad waits, holding out his membership purchase until I watch Harry Potter. Don't do that to me, dude. I tried to watch one of them, I think. I tried.
You think?
Good
movies. Good movies.
Dude, King Harambe is hilarious in the chat. You got 10 fingers, but 3 legs, right? I don't know who that is, but they're fucking hilarious.
My man. Okay, I mean, what else we got on this game? Because before we go off the rails here, do you have any more clips? Anything else?
That's all the clips. We can go through a box score breakdown, which we probably should have done at the beginning. But, you know, that's how this show goes. Joe Burrow, 19 to 28, 208 yards. No touchdowns, no picks, though. And then 4 carries, 55 yards on the 47-yard touchdown run. Bengals leading rusher on the night by 2 yards. Chase Brown ended up with 53 yards and the touchdown. Should have had 2 touchdowns. Bullshit holding call. Yeah. Absolute bullshit holding call. Cordell Volson got flagged for putting a dude on his ass is what happened. It was like conspiracy to hold. Pissed me off. Ridiculous. And then T. Higgins checks in, 7 receptions, 77 yards. Jamar Chase, 5 receptions for 72. Yoshi, like I said, not a lot of receptions, not a lot of yards, but man, he makes big ones. That one there on the sideline. Like we talked about the revenge game, BJ Hill, 7 tackles, 3 solo, 2 passes defense, one of them falling in the arms of Jermaine Pratt, who had 7 tackles, 5 of those solo, credited with another pass defense and an interception. Personal favorite, Logan Wilson, 9 tackles, 5 solo. Cam Taylor-Britt, bounce back game, 7 tackles, 7 solo, 2 passes defensed. And then we've got Trey Hendrickson, the only Bengal defender that can get a quarterback onto the ground, actually with 2 sacks. Spent a lot of time on those graphics, thought I'd spend more time on them on the show, but shit happens. So that's kind of some of the stat recap for you guys. I did want to bring this up, though, from our friend Computer Brain Joe Goodberry. Some good context on the night that Cam Taylor-Britt had after a up and down year, I would say. He had the up game against Kansas City, a couple down games since then. Targeted 9 times on 50 covered snaps last night. Charged for allowing only 5 catches and 43 yards. The longest catch of those was 15. He also had 1 pass breakup, 1 penalty, which was an iffy pass interference in garbage time. Wouldn't have called it on Kansas City. I know that for damn sure. Nope. Then he had 7 tackles and 2 defensive stops. So it was a good bounce back game for Cam Taylor-Britt. And I think that was very, very good to see because we all know he's had a up and down season so far this year. So it was a good get right game for him. Shout out to him. Happy birthday.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. Good breakdown there. Good game. Good game overall. Obviously, we didn't score as many points as we wanted to. I do want to point out that Lamar Jackson only had 40 rushing yards and Joe Burrow had 55. So just something of note to watch out. Who's the real rushing quarterback in the AFC North? Just saying. Nothing more to add about the game, really. I'm happy we squeaked away with a win. I hope we can continue winning and not have to deal with any more stress because I just can't handle any more stress around this team.
Make sure you are liking, subscribing, turning on notifications for our show. Be a friend, tell a friend, as my wife says, completely ripping off the old Pat McAfee line. But people say I rip him off every day anyway, so that's fine. Eric Johnson says I'm his spirit animal. I would suggest maybe you shoot a little bit higher for a spirit animal, but I appreciate you nonetheless. Maybe set your standards a little bit higher though, because I'm a fucking idiot.
I gotta bring something up here. It was just sent to me actually on Kroger's website. There's a Grater's Skyline chili flavored ice cream apparently launching. Have you seen that?
I'm calling the cops. Let's fucking relax.
I don't know.
I love Skyline. I love Skyline chili. Love Grater's ice cream. But those two together? No.
Product details: a daring fusion of flavors in a Cincy chili flavored ice cream. The
No.
creamy ice cream is infused with warm chili spices, swirled throughout our crunchy this has got to be fake. Our crunchy oyster crackers and shreds of cheese, your worst nightmare, that provide a tangy contrast to this sweet treat. This unconventional union offers a bold, adventurous taste experience that combines zesty ice cream with crunchy elements in every bite. I don't know about that.
I don't want my ice cream to be fucking zesty.
The fucking ingredients: cream, milk, cane sugar, skim milk, eggs, oyster crackers. Cheese. There's no way this is real. It's got nutritional facts and everything. I wish I had seen this earlier. I could have sent it to you.
Who posted this?
A Cincinnati Bearcats account, but I went to the Kroger website. It's on there.
Kroger's advertising that they're selling it?
Yeah.
What the?
Half EBT eligible too. I don't, dude.
What
just
the fuck? All right, we have to try it.
Yeah,
we have to.
We'll buy it and we'll eat it on the show. You're gonna hate the cheese. None of
it's not melty and liquidy though, so I might be all right.
I don't.
John says sounds healthy. Yeah, that's fucking diet food, buddy. Jordan White says it's for real. Not the first time Breezy's hearing this. Nick wants him to stay in their lane and out of his ice cream. Completely understand that. Jordan White says if the Bengals win a Super Bowl, I got to take a bath in that ice cream. You're on this year. Bengals win a ring this year. I'll bathe in that ice cream.
There are 3.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Only 22 grams of fat per serving.
He says it's on the Graders side as well, Nick says.
No way. Okay, hold on. Let me Graders.
What the fuck?
Ice cream. We gotta check. This is live, folks.
This is hard-hitting journalism is what this is. We're going to get to the bottom of this for you, America.
There it is. Skyline. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to, if it's real, we'll buy it. We'll try it. 100% live on the show. That's unbelievable.
End Time says, I'm about to be so cold in that tub in February. Hey, if that's what it takes, I already said I'll get a Drew Sample tramp stamp right above my ass.
Wow.
And I will bathe in Graders Skyline Ice Cream if the Bengals win the Super Bowl. I would do disgusting things for the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. Things I can't say on this show.
Yeah, probably.
YouTube will take us down.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy. Chris says, know where I'm going tomorrow. Let us know. Yeah, Breezy, we can do a taste test live reaction. We can do that.
I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I want to see what the actual ice cream does. It look like frozen chili?
I don't know. There's no. All I see is mock-ups of packaging. I don't see any sort of like open container. I'm on the old Google machine right now. Skyline flavored Graders ice cream is listed on Kroger's website. And Graders, I don't know, folks, but we'll find out.
Oh wow!
There it is, $6.99 a pound, or what a pint, or whatever it's called.
$6.99 a pint. They're busting us over the fucking head too.
Oh, you got it. Come on, buddy. This is gourmet food. This is not just any old ice cream. $6.99.
This is wild. Asador says, don't lose your wedding ring in a tub of Skyline chili like Jason Kelsey lost his Super Bowl ring. That happened in Cincinnati in a kiddie pool full of chili. Jordan, there's no way it tastes good. You're right. Taylor Stott with a football question. This is a football show. Our punter is finally a weapon. Can't stress this enough. Just like this ice cream is a weapon on the stomach. Ryan Rico is making sure that Drew Chrisman has to find something else to make fucking TikToks about because he's murdering footballs.
Oh, yeah.
Bombing footballs, flipping the field, doing the defense a favor. Cannot stress how much we love Ryan Rico.
It's just so valuable when you just have a drive that doesn't get put together and you're back in your territory, that you can gift your defense the ability to play from the opposite 20 or 15, wherever. I mean, it's so valuable because, I mean,
Absolutely.
if you shit the bed and your punt, I mean, gets brought back, punts get brought back. But if it's a short punt or it sputters or it bounces wrong and you're fighting to stop an offense at midfield, it's a completely different ball game. So he is so valuable to this team right now in more ways than you can imagine because we're struggling. So it's just flat out.
And no issues on holds Sunday night either. Clean holds for McPherson on extra points and field goal attempts.
I think that was a one-off thing.
Shout out the Mormon Missile.
Yep.
K. Breeze says, who would have known that Wendy's, no free ads, and fries and Frosty slap? That's good. Dip a nugget in there if you're feeling a little frisky. Dip a nugget in the Frosty. That's also good. Nick, your Kroger has garage beer now? Shout out to your Kroger, Nick. Mine doesn't. Went the other day. I don't need to buy any. I've got 500 of them in there. But I always just, go down the beer aisle, make sure there's a good stock for the community to have. There wasn't any. I'm going to write my congressman, my governor, my senator. Somebody's going to figure this shit out. But I'm happy for you, Nick. I'm happy that you have garage beer at your Kroger. Skyline's 75th birthday is why they're doing it, from what Jordan just saw. Also got a text from Lisa, who is stepmother, credited with my Bengals fandom. She was the one that got me into them when I was a young kid. Dewey's Pizza has a Skyline chili pizza they just introduced.
Yeah, I can eat that.
What's going on with that, though? Is it a cheese-based sauce? Because I'm out. Or is it a chili-based sauce? And then I'm potentially in.
Hold on. I got the computer up. Okay, Dewey's Skyline. Oh, my God, I can't type, guys. I have a whole.
While you look that up, I'm going to talk about Asador's comment because we are a football program. Time of possession has been concerning for the Bengals offense. Can't rely too much on the defense to make stops, and that's absolutely true. They do need to possess the ball longer. They weren't able to run the Giants out of their too high shell coverage on Sunday night, so drive stalled quick. But yeah, man, this defense looked better, but I think there's still going to be some issues and deficiencies. So the offense needs to sustain drives, long drives, and stay on the field and give the defense a breather. I completely agree with you. Do you got any update on this pizza situation?
Yeah, it's dough, Skyline chili, cheese. Looks like beans. I don't know if you're a bean guy.
I can rock with beans.
I would eat this. Yeah, I would eat. I'm apprehensive about the ice cream. Gonna eat it anyway, but I would go out of my way to eat the Skyline pizza. Absolutely.
What kind of cheese are we talking? We talking regular pizza cheese? Are we talking like cheddar?
It was yellow.
See, you start losing me with the yellow cheese.
Is it a cheddar thing, or because you like pizza cheese, right?
Yeah, but that's mozzarella. It's the old mozzarella.
You just don't like cheddar.
Maybe it's the yellow liquidy thing. I would have to see the consistency of the cheese. I would need a whole show to explain my cheese
Skyline cheese
relationship. Yeah, I don't eat Skyline cheese. I get you took the picture of me with the conies with just the chili on it.
That's my favorite fucking picture. Oh God. Oh.
This stream's making Drift King hungry. You want to try Skyline bad now? Are you in an area with no Skyline? Are you being deprived of Skyline, Drift King? Yeah. Nobody should go through that.
No.
I don't want this to sound like I'm anti-Skyline here.
No.
Ice cream just sounds fucking gross.
Yeah, let the record show I've seen Drew eat Skyline on more than one occasion. He's just got a cheddar cheese phobia. So yeah. Is what it is. So we're at the 53-minute mark here. We generally do a preview show where we're gonna break down the next game. We got Cleveland coming up this week. I am traveling, so my attendance at the next couple shows here is up in the air. However, I'm not going anywhere. I got to work for a living because ESPN hasn't cut us our check yet. So I don't know if you've got
Portnoy. Where you at?
Yeah, come on, let's go. Big Cat, come on, dude. But we will preview that. We do our preview show. Drew gets him out there. He does a ton of work behind the scenes. On Thursdays, we're going to be previewing this Cleveland game. I don't know, just pray. Is that just pray? Cleveland is a terrible matchup for us. They always are. They just lost Amari, so that'll be an interesting pregame show. Potential guest, no one famous, but potential Browns guest, hopefully coming on here if we can talk to him right.
Did you see Sir Yacht's video? Speaking of famous Browns fans, he had a fucking meltdown today. It was hilarious.
Yeah. But we're gonna try to do that on the game previews. Potentially bring in somebody from the opposing team's fandom, or maybe a source from, I don't know, whatever team we're playing or something, and get their eyes on. So lots coming up.
I feel like I should answer some of the people because this is a show for the people.
Yeah.
Nick asks, Arby's beef and cheddar? Absolutely not. Regular roast beef with ketchup on it is how I get down at Arby's.
That's melty cheese. I get that.
Yeah.
That's really melty cheese. I get that.
Chris asked what Velveeta ever did to me. I ain't got no beef with Velveeta. It's just I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I don't know how to really explain my relationship with cheese. It's a very weird one. Chubb comes back this week. Go fucking figure. Yeah, but I think he's going to be limited on touches.
Sure.
We can, touch on it a little bit because we don't know where you're going to be for the game preview show. But yeah, I think we luck out that it's his first game back, not his second or third. Is kind of where I'm at with that. So we can end their season. You're right, Astor. You're right. We could end their season if we wanted to, and that would feel great. It would feel great to just bury them. Browns Twitter's having a rough time already, but man, number 95 on the opposite side is just always going to fucking scare me to death. Like, look, I'm man enough to say it or whatever. I get terrified when Joe Burrow has to play Myles Garrett. It sucks. He's a fucking alien.
Yeah, I respect the hell out of him. Absolutely. I hate that he's a Cleveland Brown.
Trade him. They're dumping. Trade him. Get him out of there. Send him to Detroit. The Lions need one. They just lost Aiden Hutchinson. Shout out Aiden Hutchinson, man. Get better. Go ahead and trade him. You got rid of Cooper. You're packing. Just go ahead and trade Garrett before Sunday. Trade Denzel Ward, too.
Yeah.
Get him out of there. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Go get you some draft picks. You don't have any draft picks because you gave them all away for the Lake Erie Massage Monster. That is a great nickname. Shout out to Chris Ingham for that. I'm not going to act like I came up with that. That's a good nickname, though. Go get some draft picks back.
What the fuck?
That's a good name. Shout out, Chris.
Yeah, or just rest them. You're not going anywhere. Your season's done. Just let them rest. Let them enjoy time with their family, and let us just take this one. But again, we have a game preview show where we'll preview the game. That's pretty redundant what I just said, but those released again on Thursdays. Looking forward to that one. What else you got tonight, Drew? We've talked Giants. We've talked Bengals. We've talked ice cream chili infusions. We're about at the hour mark here.
I'm still riding the high of Harambe asking if I painted my hairline on.
Yeah,
I feel good.
Yeah.
I don't got anything else. I got this.
Drank it. I failed. Should have bought one. Snuck customs. I don't know. I failed.
So that's what I got. We will see you later this week. We're going to work on the details of the game preview show. It will be posted in the Discord. If you are not a Discord member and you're watching this, go to our Twitter. I'll post a link tonight. That way it's back toward the top. I should have that like here so I could pin it in the chat, but I'm not a professional. I'm a fucking moron. We have a lot of fun in the Discord. No rats. We don't want any rats in the Discord. We thought there was a potential rat, but there was not. But we have a lot of fun in there. We can drop details on the show schedule for that. Members, if you are a member of our YouTube channel, remember, you can watch the game preview show live as we record it. We don't know when it's going to be because it is schedule specific. So I apologize that we can't give you an exact time as of now. But if you're a member of our channel, you can watch that live. If you're not, don't worry. You'll be able to see it the next day on our YouTube channel. I've got nothing else but a big ol' hooday.
Hooday.
And then a few seconds of awkward silence while I click the button to play the video.
Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered Show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered Show. Let's go.